Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is T1D Princess. I'm basically on here I talk about diabetes stuff only. Basically today, I'll discuss in a minute, but if you're a returning subscriber, hello, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello, glad to have you. So today's topic is basically going to be why I switched back to the Tandem T-Slim X2 pump. I'm going to get into that in a minute. I'm just going to do a quick story, which is kind of like rewind back of why I had went from the Tandem T-Slim X2 to now Part 5. So I was on a Tandem T-Slim in 2022. I think it was like earlier that year. I don't know the exact month, but I know it was earlier that year. I was wearing it, I'm guessing, for a while. And what happened, I was cleaning and doing some other stuff. My pump was on my hip, and something sharp from my bed just hit the pump real bad and cracked the screen. So my sugars was running all crazy high. I could barely read the screen. I mean, the screen you could tell it was on, but you couldn't see anything. That's how bad it was. Shattered. Like if you was to throw a rock through a window, that's how bad the glass on it. Even though it had a screen protector on it, the screen looked terrible. So the screen protector it protected it, but not really, because it still broke past where it still hit the actual screen to the pump where you cannot see anything on it. So I heard online Omnipod was doing, like, I don't know if it was a trial or promotion or whatever it is, don't quote me on that, but where if you were still in warranty with your pump, you can, try their new pump, which was the Omnipod 5. So I hopped on board and I got my doctor to write a prescription. I got it from my pharmacy. I had to wait a while, of course, get trained on it, but did all that. I had loved it. It did help my A1C to come down, but I did call Tandem and tell them my screen was cracked from my pump, and they did say, "Did you want a replacement?" I said, "Not right now." I said, "I'm already switching to a new pump. If I want to come back to y'all, I'll do it then." They said, "No problem, and just give us a call." But anyway, and again, if you hear any noise in the background, it's my TV, because I always told you my TV's always on. It's right in front of me, just that the camera on my phone is facing me. I'm not going to have it facing that way. Well, anyway, let's just get into it. So I actually had, now I'm going to tell you before I show you that. I'm going to show you my Tandem T-Slim because they want me to send back. Now I did call them. I called them yesterday and told them I want to go back on back on their pump, because now I'm gonna give you my reasons before I show you how bad my screen is cracked before I pack it up and ship it back to them. Because in order for them to find out what's wrong, they gotta inspect how it's cracked and how bad. But anyway, one reason why I'm switching back to Tandem T-Slim, one, because I didn't like that Omnipod. You cannot bolus from the phone. You only can use the PDM, and I don't like carrying around a bunch of stuff, because I already got to charge my Apple Watch, I got to charge my iPhone, and then now I got to charge a third device. That's one reason why I switched back to the Tandem, because Omnipod only had the app available again for Android, so everybody on the iPhone had to suffer and use the PDM and carry that around. But they did finally say this year, I think in February, they did say that there was FDA cleared, but it's now almost the end of May, and there's still no update. Is the app available on the iOS App Store? So I'm just so mad that it's not available. I don't like bolusing from that because it's like a phone, but an old phone, and then I got my phone where I could just use my own phone to bolus. So that's one reason why I'm switching back. Two, because I had 2 issues where my sugar ran low 2 times, and in order for me not to pass out where I would have to get medical attention, because on a T-Slim, it will suspend the pump automatically. If it knows that you're dropping a certain number, it'll just take care of it for you. You don't do anything. That's what I liked about the T-Slim. The Omnipod doesn't do that because they're 2 different pumps. The other reason why is because, like I said, my sugar was low, and 2 times I was real sweaty where I could have passed out because I had to put it on manual mode, which is what you have to put it on in order to, I always put it on to prevent it from dropping more. And the thing is, you gotta first pause the insulin and then switch it to manual mode. Now, here's the bad thing. You need to, of course, in order to get it back, you have to first start the insulin and then switch again back to automated. A lot of times when I did that, guess what happened? I forgot to resume the insulin, but just started and then put it back on automated. So my sugar ran almost 300 because I'm busy at home with my family and I'm taking care, and then I forget to put it back on automated. My sugar then ran up now. So that's another reason why I want to go back on a tandem, because I like that it did the work for you. And then 3, I mentioned because with the tandem, you can bolus. Now, this is another reason I went back to tandem, because you can bolus from your phone and you can also bolus from the pump itself. So if the pump is hitting a way where I can't get to it, at least my phone is in front of me, I can still bolus if I want to eat something. And again, like if I'm downstairs and I want to grab something and say I don't have my phone by me, which I most of the time don't, I could just pull the pump out and then bolus because the pump is on me. So that's a good thing I like about tandem, because you got 2 ways you can bolus. You can use the pump itself, or you can use the phone, which is on the app. So that's why I'm switching back to the tandem, because I like that. Plus, there's an exercise mode that you can use for tandem, which I don't think the Omnipod 5 had. Again, don't quote me on that. But I just kind of like the features that the T-Slim has. 2, there's a new pump out that Tandem has, but they're supposed to come out with a tubeless one. I think it's still called the T. I don't know if it's still called the T-Slim. Let me see if again, don't quote me on that. I'm gonna look it up now. I have printed the paper from the website. Yes, this called the Tandem Mobile. It's a lot smaller, and it only holds 200 units versus the Tandem X2 holds 300. And then they said that the G7 is coming soon, and that's another reason why I switched back to tandem, because the G7, the Dexcom G7 is integrated with the X2, but it's not integrated with the Omnipod. They're a little slower on their stuff. That's why I want to switch back, because I want to go to the G7. I'm sick of being on the G6. I mean, I like the G6, but it's a little clunky, it's big. And if I want to go stay somewhere, at least with the G7, it's smaller. I could just throw that in any bag, and it won't take up as much space. There's not a lot of products to worry about. You got to worry about a transmitter. G7, everything is all in one. You're good to go. So that's another reason why I want to switch back to the tandem insulin pump. Now I'm going to get into what happened to my pump. So this is the box, the replacement. I'm not going to show showed it, because that has my address on it, but because I'm not gonna take it off, but I gotta ship it back by UPS. It's a carrier they want it. I'm not gonna touch the pump because I don't want to get cut. It's very bad, and when I mean bad, it's bad. So they did send me a replacement, but the replacement I have it in the eyeglass cloth wrapped up real good with 2 layers of bubble wrap, and then I have a rubber band around it, and then it's in an old small box I have from something that got mailed to me, because I always keep those for emergencies for stuff. This, now I'm gonna just hold it because I'm not gonna touch it. This is that's how bad the screen is. It is shattered, and I mean shattered, like if it hit the ground. So they want me to send them this back. They said you got 10 days, so I'm gonna. This is the box that the replacement came in. Like I said, it looks the same except the replacement just has no cracked screen. That's the only difference. I'm not gonna show that on camera because I got it wrapped up. But anyway, so they wanted me to make sure I took that there was no tubing, no accessories, like I did have it in this pink clip, you know. But I'm getting me another pump clip. I will do like a tandem T-Slim accessories, like stuff I might, you know, that I bought for the tandem pump. Right now, I'm getting a new case because this case, you can't wear it like this way or this way, but you have to rotate it. See, my hands, like I said, I have problems with my hands and I can't press on stuff, so I'm gonna get me a new case that's easier for me to use. And then I've been had this case. This is like a swirl. It's basically like pink, blue, and purple. But purple and pink is my 2 favorite colors. So I'm just showing y'all some things. And this is just a tool. I've been had this. I always keep everything just used to when you want to draw up the insulin for the cartridge for the T-Slim. I always keep that. This is just an armband. I really don't like it because it's real tight and it leaves a mark. This is just to keep my G6 sensor on when I have it on my arm because it's an armband. But I don't know if I'm going to be using it. I might. Like I said, I'm switching to the G7 anyway, so I might not be using that anymore. I kept the charger to it because, of course, they're not going to replace it. So you can tell this is the charger that I have. I just have a different power brick, but it doesn't matter what power brick I use. I still have some supplies, but the one I was basically using before I started was the True Steel. How long is this tubing? Okay, it's 32 inches, so it's not real long, but this is how, because it says it doesn't expire until 4/2025, so if I don't use it by then, because you gotta go by the other date, so I can still use it, and that's just, I'm glad none of this, and then I still got the needles that you draw with. I checked the expiration dates on all of these, and then I still got the, you know, the reservoir to put it in. So I basically kept everything that I had it. And this is just, you know, this is just my diabetes bag. I just, you know, this is just, you know, just to prick your finger. You put your finger here, and then you just put your finger there to take the the dot of blood, any blood that's on the finger, you just press and put your finger here, and then you can rotate this, and this does open, and you could buy those round claws. I got like at Walmart for $1 or something. Then I still have these, they glucose SOS if it's low. I don't know if these expired because I haven't used them in a while. But I'm guessing it's okay because it's just powdered. These are just my 2 backup pens I use. This is the Solar Star Lantis. And then I got the Novolog Flex pen. These are just if the pump acts up. These are my 2 backup solutions. I always carry that with me. And then this is the Contour. But not Contour. I'm sorry. One Touch Ultra Plus Flex Meter. I had a white one, but that one, again, the screen had cracked, so I bought one off of Amazon for like $13. This is a black one, so I had bought me a new one. I'm thinking about putting a sticker on this. I'm not sure, and get it from Pump Pills. This is the Lancing device I use. I also had got this off of Amazon. It's supposed to be like similar to the free, I don't know what but normally I would use the Gentile, but I can't find my Gentile because it might be in my other diabetes supply bag, which I don't know where that one is right now, but and then these are just the Dexcom G6. These are just patches I put. I have one on now, but I have it on my left arm now because I had it on my right. I just switched sides. I don't know. I did mention I don't like the Skin Tech wipes. I did use it again, but this time I'm not using it with both. I think what irritates it if you use this and this together because it's too much, that irritates my skin. So I'm just using this without this. And for the Dexcom, I didn't use this. All I used was just alcohol and just use this and then put it on. But I do have these. They're by Smith and Nephew. They're skin prep wipes. I don't know now. They looking like they're this. I don't know. I have to still see if these are good because I had these for a while too because I haven't used them. But if not, it's not a big deal. And then I have this, but I haven't used this. This is for the Dexcom, the sensor. So this is basically just my pump bag, I call it. I put my pump supplies in it. Right now, the Omnipod is not in there. I got that somewhere else. But I'm not going to show it online, but I have printed out my profile settings to put on my pump. And I did put down the transmitter ID and something else that changed on there. And then I printed out something, the fusion sets that, because I don't know which one my doctor's going to give me. Like I said, I was using a True Steel, but I don't know which one they're gonna have down to give me. And of course, this is what the Tandem Mobile looks like, but I'm not able to upgrade to it because I don't have, my warranty's not up, but I did print it out just to read on it. I wanted to share something else, but I'm not getting that right now. It's not expensive. I'll mention it, but I'll mention it in another video. It's called Sugar Pixel, and I'll explain more about it in another video. Sugar Pixel is, it's like, if you have, it's almost like one of those displays where you can change and put faces or different designs in the background. But it's this one you could display your Dexcom. I think it works with the G6 and the G7. Again, don't quote me on that because I don't have the paper in front of me. I'm not going to read that because I don't want to make the videos already long. But I'll get into that more in another video. But it's Sugar Pixel is basically, like I said, it's like a block, but it's there like this. And it has, I don't know if it plugs in or runs on battery. Like I said, I don't have the paper in front of me. And like I said, I don't have the website. When I get more into that, I will tell you what website you can buy that off of if you're interested. But it'll show you the Dexcom readings, and it'll have the up arrow or the down arrow to show you where it's trending. So I'll get more into that in another video. But again, thanks for watching, and again, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And again, God bless, good night, and thanks for watching. Bye.